the Shikshashtakam prayers is a very wonderful, prominent scripture which is followed by Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. If you want to know who's Gaudiya Vaishnavas, who's real Krishna Bhaktas in line with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, if you read this 8 stanzas, you can understand what is what. You can know the mood of Gaudiya Vaishnava. This is the text. So the 8 verses of the prayers, it's given by Shakshat Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is none other than Krishna, came in Kali Yuga 500 years ago. So with that note, we will enter into the Shikshashtakam prayers. So Shikshashtakam ki jai, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai. So in that there are 8 verses, as I said already. So Shikshashtakam, first of all, what is mean by Shikshashtakam? Shiksha means instruction or education. Ashtakam means 8 verses. And if you combine this, is the primary instruction or education in 8 verses given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And it is moreover verse or something, it is a prayer. How one should, the Vaishnava should behave, Vaishnava's mood, Vaishnava's quality, everything is there in the each verses. So one by one we are going to see that in detail. The first verse of the day, I gave a title of the prime benediction. The first verse of Shikshashtakam is called prime benediction. So if the time is there, we can go for Shikshashtakam readings. Can we do that, or last we can do? What do you say? Okay, we will do it in the last. Next, tomorrow onwards, we'll chant of Shikshashtakam, then we'll get into the session. So, you see, Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, he gave one word, that paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya chadushkritam dharma samsthabanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Read the meaning. Who wants to read? Likit wants to read.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Read translation. Translation, read the translation.
To deliver the pious and the annihilate the miscreants, as well as to re-establish the principles of religion, I myself appear millennium after millennium.
So here Krishna said this word, millennium after millennium. So Treta Yuga, Satya Yuga, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna came as Vaman Dev, Amshavatar, Kapila, Narsimhadev, all these things. And Treta Yuga, he came as Parashuram, Rama, everything. And Dwapara Yuga, Krishna himself, he was there, and Buddha was there after that. And see, Kali Yuga, there is no Krishna, but he clearly said Yuge Yuge. Till Dwapara Yuge, Krishna is there, but Kali Yuga there is no Krishna. How can we understand? Krishna told every yuga he will appear, every millennium, but this yuga, if Krishna is not appear, means something is wrong, no? Many people will be in the stand of Krishna. That's it. Krishna came. That is the last avatar, and after that there is a Kali Yuga only. Kalki avatar only. That is also happening in the maturity of the Kali Yuga, the end of Kali Yuga, the Gora Kali Yuga. So that is what these people will generally say. But actually, if you see, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and gave this thing, the symptoms of, now only it's coming. Okay. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave the symptoms of how I am Krishna. Like that, he just showed also. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came. He is not simply came. This thing, he came with a band. He bring all his associates. Okay. From so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave especially symptom Balaram as of Nityananda Prabhu, how Lord Shiva as like that. Acharya, he just showed also. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, Radharani came, this thing, he came with a band as Shiva's Pro. He bring all Shiva's Pandit. So everybody came. So this is how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu invented here, the advented here to re-establish the Kali Yuga Dharma, Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So that is completely fulfilled by our ISKCON founder Acharya, is Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada, and we pray to him that whatever we are discussing, that should purify us, enhances our pure devotional service to the Lord. Okay. So let's dive into Shikshashtakam prayers. Sri Shikshashtakam ki jai. So I'll chant. Please follow me after me. So unmute yourself. After I chant, you chant. Okay. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji.
चेतोदर्पणमार्जनम्
चेतोदर्पणमार्जनम्
अवमहादावाग्निर्वापनम्
भवमहाधावाग्निनिर्वापनम्
श्रेय श्रेयःकैरवचन्द्रिका विदरणम् विद्यावाधुजीवनम्
विद्यावादो जीवनम्
आनन्दाम्बुधिवर्धनम्
आनन्दम्
प्रतिपदं पूर्णामृतस्वादनम्
प्रतिपदाम् पूर्णामृतस्वादनम्
सर्वात्मस्नपनम्
सर्वात्मसपनम्
परं विजयते श्रीकृष्णसङ्कीर्तनम्
परम् विजयते श्रीकृष्णसङ्कीर्तनम्
Okay, I'll repeat again. Don't repeat. चेतोदर्पणमार्चनं भवमहादावाग्निर्वापनं श्रेयःकैरवचन्द्रिका वितरणं विद्यावधूजीवनम् आनन्दाम्बुधिवर्धनं प्रतिपदं पूर्णामृतस्वादनं सर्वात्मस्नपनं परं विजयते श्रीकृष्णसङ्कीर्तनम्. Hare Krishna. Very beautiful. The sound which is uttered by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu 500 years ago, we got the same chance, the fortunate to sing the same word which is uttered by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Sakshat Krishna. How fortunate we are. Yes, thumbs up from everyone. It's not normal thing what we are chanting now. Am I audible? The things which you are seeing the text and reading the things, repeating the things, It is Shakshat uttered by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It's not that much easy thing. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself he gave some beautiful verse with nice Sanskrit. Okay. So how many of you like to chant this? Any reactions from you all? Thumbs up. Hare Krishna. Am I audible?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Ah,
Prabhuji.
give your thumbs up. Reaction, I want. There is a reaction simply there. Get the reaction. Okay. Whether I am not able to see or you people are not sending. Okay. So the text is the first text is talking about the prime benediction. The prime benediction of the holy name. The Param Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam. All glories to Harinam Sankirtanam. That is how Chaitra Mahaprabhu is starting. So our movement is actually Sankirtan movement. The devotees come and together and do the things. What they do, they glorify the Lord in the form of Kirtan. Kirtan means the word is Kirti. Kirti means glories. The Kirti of Hari. It is called Harinama Sankirtana. Okay. So in that the first verse is completely talking to us about Cheto Dharpana Marjanam. So how many of you Sanskrit student? I don't know. But Cheta means Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is talking about Chetaha. Chetaha means mana, our mind, our heart. Everything is completely dust. Pura it's full of mixed of khichadis, full dust of the material contamination and the false identification, false ego, pride, and the real identity, missing of the real identity, forgetting the reality, indulge in sense gratification. So it is, looks like completely muddy, dusty, very ugly and nonsensical place it was. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu giving the example of glories of the Harinam Sankirtan here is how Sankirtan Maha movement, the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, Harinama Sankirtanam, the Lord's holy name of the Lord, what he does to us, the first and foremost text itself, he is just giving the wonderful information that the Sankirtana movement, the Hare Krishna holy name, the holy name of the Lord, what it does to us is it how the dirty mirror cleansed by the white cloth. You just how many of you experience? I don't know how many of you clean your room, clean your house. I don't know, but I like to do this. Very satisfying things when I do mopping every day in my house. It's so soothing. You will feel satisfying when you do mopping, and when you clean something, you will get the same feeling. So satisfying feeling. When you just imagine there is a full beautiful mirror, but it's full of dust. But when you take that white cloth and wiping that, how it looks like very clean. So that you can say your face nicely in that screen, in that mirror. So since we forgot our real identity, that we are a soul, we are not this body, we are completely into false identity and false uh, representing our own self by saying I am this body, I am this intelligence, I am this mind, I am this physical, I am this I'm this, I'm that, and all. So this all dust, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's point of view, this all dust. Only the thing when you bring the beautiful cloth of holy name of the Lord and wipe it with that holy name in the heart, you can see the real identity, the real you inside you, you can be able to see. So it is very much important that the Bhagavad Gita, the first knowledge of Bhagavad Gita is you are not this body, you are spirit soul, Atma Jnanam. That is given by this one line of Shikshashtakam. How powerful you see. Shikshashtakam is so powerful, telling one line of full Atma Jnana. So when you want to understand your Atma, do Harinam Sankirtan. Please chant the names of holy names of Lord Hari. So that only purifies you, that only help you to find your real identity. How beautiful it is. So Cheto is Cheta, your mind, heart. You can think anything. And Tarpana means as a white cloth, clean cloth. Marjanam means cleaning. Marjanam means cleaning. How many of you chant Samsara Dava? How many of you know Samsara Dava? Rakesh said yes. So, yes, Dayanand Kundan, thank you. So, Samsara Dava, what is the second verse of Samsara Dava? Second verse, text. Sorry, not second, third. Third text is Sri Vigrahara Dhana Nritya Nana Shingara Tanmarna. It's clearly said. Yes. So in that it's mentioned. Shinghara Tan Mandira Marjanam. Mandira Marjanam. The Guru will do cleaning of the temple. And by exemplary thing, he does that. Cleaning the temple, cleaning the place in the temple. So Marjanam means cleaning. The holy name, it does the same. It cleanses your heart. That is what the first example only Chaitanya Mahaprabhu giving analogy of cleaning the mirror. Because once if your mirror is so dusty or so this thing, you cannot able to see your real face there. But when you clean with the white cloth, you can able to see that clearly with full clarity. So that is what the first line of Shikshashtakam is teaching us. What is the second line? Is Bhava Maha Davagni Nirvapanam. So Bhava Maha Davagni. Davagni means the material fire. Material fire. Bhava means the bhumi, the earth, the material world. And there is a Maha Davagni, the huge, brilliant material fire is happening. How many of you saw in the Discovery? I don't know. You'd never experience in the live. There is a forest fire. Maybe I saw it one forest when I was very young. It is a very old village and it's so hot there. So immediately the forest fire comes there. And here, Discovery Channel I saw many times. Some of the foreign countries, all the dry trees suddenly rubs each other by the air and it started fire. And it started fire and it forest fire will start. So something is needed to fire. Two dry trees, if it is rubs each other, there is a fire. Correct? How can we think this? You just see, ultimately, the sense gratification in this material world in the form of lust, it is two skin rubbing. Yes? How many of you understanding this? skin rubbing. That gives you pleasure. Hello? Ultimately, people are behind this thing and spending whole life for skin rubbing. Only. It may be your own skin rubbing or you and with other rubbing. That is what this whole lust is all about. If you think, you will come to know what I'm saying. I want some reactions from you. Please put it your mic off. Use some symbols, emojis, so that I will understand that you people are listening. So lust, overall lust is means skin rubbing. Anywhere it is something is rubbing, there is a fire, there is a heat. That is called real Davagni. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu simply putting here the Mahadavagni, we can understand so many things. It is not only that. If you two people only were sitting alone, nothing will happen. But when you have one more, your brother, you will fight. You have somebody to fight. But if you are alone, you are a very good boy. Right? So some two people are there means they will rub each other. There is a fire. There is a heat of conversation. They may say have a conflict of interest and they are having a miscommunication and they will have a difference of opinion and the fight starts. There Kali Yuga. Kali means Kalaga, quarrel. So this whole Kali Yuga filled with this Mahadavagni. Don't think that forest fire only is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is talking about. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu talking about the analogy of the two persons in this material world. It's not two, more than one you can keep. So people are more, there definitely something like this. So what happened when people are gathering having difference of opinion, there they have fight, they have quarrel, they have calamities in between among the groups. But only one thing if you do, this will be nirvapanam. This will be off. This whole forest fire of heat will be off. By what? By doing Harinama Sankirtanam. Okay, Ashwath is watching. By doing Harinama Sankirtanam. When you come together and chant Hare Krishna and chant glorifying the Lord by chanting his holy names in the form of any names of Lord, Kali Yuga, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and our Guru Srila Prabhupada preferred to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So any name you can chant, but the preferred name is Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So we have to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra as a prayer mantra. You can chant Govinda, Gopala, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Hari Haraya Nama, Krishna Yadavaya Namaha. It's all Chaitanya Mahaprabhu only sing when he does the Harinam Sankirtan. But Prabhupada gave us to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra because it's mentioned in Kali Santarana Upanishad. And Prabhupada gave, so we are chanting Hare Krishna. But if you ask me, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna only he chanted, means no. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu chanted all the holy names, especially this Govinda Jai Jai, Gopala Jai Jai, that he will chant, and Govinda Bolo, Hari Gopala Bolo, it's Chaitanya Mahaprabhu chanted, and Hari Haraya Nama, Krishna Yadavaya Nama, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu chanted. Like that, there is a nice song. If you see in our mind show also we kept one this thing. No, what is that song? Hari 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 Bol, Hari Hari Bol, Mukundha Madhava Govinda Bol, Hari Hari Bol. This is a song also Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sang. Hare Krishna also Mahaprabhu chanted. So Harinam Sankirtan means coming together and chanting the holy names of the Lord. So especially Hare Krishna Mahamantra preferred for us. So we have to chant that. So when you do that in a congregational way, this Mahadavagni will be off, shut off. Otherwise, there is some quarrel, there is some miscommunication, there is a difference of opinion. This only comes. There is a false ego, finding ego clash. This only happen between two, more than one. So to heat conversation here, I don't want to separate. Whenever we had fight with our parents, brothers, siblings, and classmates, college mates, we'll think that why I have to fight. See, if I fight only, if I have the mood only, I'm getting anger. When I getting anger, I feel heat in my body. Whole face become red. No? So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu talking about that Agni also, not only forest fire. He is just telling the analogy that the Mahadava Agni, the material world, Bhava means this material world, Mahadava Agni means the forest fire in the huge way, the brilliant way of forest fire will be waved off by the shower of Harinama Sankirtan as a rain clouds. That is what the second thing is saying. So here one more thing. This Mahadavagni is represents as our birth death cycle also. We just take a birth as a human being and we just do death. I'll grow and I study. I'll get a job and I'll get marriage. After that, I'll also get child. This cycle of birth and death. If you want to come out, this is the solution. So, Cheto Darpanamachanam is cleansing the heart. Harinam is cleansing the heart. Bhavamahadavagni Nirvapanam is shutting off the fire, the forest fire kind of this thing in the material world between among the living beings. We will move to third verse. Till now, any doubt do you have? Hare Krishna. Kundan, Rakesh. Okay, Rakesh told.
No,
Dayanand,
Prabhuji.
Likith, Sriram.
No,
Yeah.
Prabhuji.
So you understood so far? Each
Yes,
and
Prabhuji.
every verse, it's so important. I'm skipping so many points to understand very minimum basic I'm trying to give. When we read Bhagavad Gita, we'll read this also in deeper manner. Okay, third is Shreya Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam. It's saying Shreya. Shreya means very soothing or very cool, very tender and cool. Kairava means the rays of Chandra, Chandrika. It gives a very soothing effect. How the Chandra gives the moon rays in the night time, in the full moon time, how it will be like that. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's this Hare Krishna Sankirtan moment, when you chant Hare Krishna, when you chant the holy name of the Lord, you will feel that cool breeze inside you. It looks like this. When you're going, nobody is there in the full moon night, huh? And you only there in the nature. You just imagine how beautifully receive the coolness of Chandra. So it looks like Chandra. The moon is so romantic. People will say, no. There is a saying, moon is so romantic, still it is a single because it doesn't have pair. There is a saying in English, moon is so romantic because it is single. Still it is a single. So like that, the moon-like rays, the soothing, cooling rays, how it feels good for us. Like that, when you chant Hare Krishna, when you chant the holy name of the Lord, it gives the same cool, soothing feeling. So it always keeps you in calm, always keep you in composed way of handling things and feeling good, always positive, confident. Shreha Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam. It is, gives that much cooling rays to you. So don't think that people are behind money, running the race of the rat race of the world and trying to get money, fame, pride, prestige. In these things, they forget to live, and they're searching for the peace. Always people feeling stressed, people feeling frustrated because they don't know the solution. They're finding, okay, if I get this job, I'll be happy. I'll get this, I'll get enjoyment. I'll go to a five-star hotel. I can do in pub. I'll go to the drink and I'll booze it and I'll do this. But ultimately, nowhere they are getting enjoyment. Therefore, finally, they're seeing the dissatisfaction only everywhere. But only Hare Krishna Mahamantra, the holy name of the Lord, Param Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam. Only the Lord Krishna's holy name is the only shelter of being at peace, calm, blissful, enjoyable, satisfying more, keeping you in satisfying way, the real you. So don't think that something which we are getting from the this thing, achieving the goal and everything, it's all for a body in one sense and satisfying the mind sometimes. But real you, the soul, the heart, really wants the soothing peace and bliss inside, the inner satisfaction. That only when you chant Hare Krishna, you will get it. That is how the third stanza is talking about. Fourth stanza, it's related to us. Vidya Vadhu Jivanam. Vidya means education. We are all in the what you call phase of education. Somebody is studying in school, somebody is studying intermediate, somebody is doing college. So education is not only the modern so-called education. Education is the education of you, the real you, the soul education, the reality of the soul. That is the real education. Something which is giving the real information, the reality of this material world, and the reality of you, and the reality of around you. It's real education. But what we are learning, mugging and vomiting in the exams, doing in the schools and colleges, it is a so-called education which is nowhere takes you into anywhere. Maybe you will get some money after that, after getting job. That's it. But the real Vidya is of our life. Jivanam. Jivanam means of my life. It's your Jiva, your soul. The real life education which is provided by Krishna through Hare Krishna Mahamantra. When you chant the names of Lord Krishna. How Prabhu, how I can educate when I simply chant Hare Krishna, how can I get the knowledge? You just imagine some before Krishna consciousness you are studying and understanding things is something different. Now you are able to chant Sanskrit, chanting slokas. Morning, evening you are just following something, not eating non-veg, and you know how what is dharma, what is the reality, and you can able to remember those slokas. These are all education only, no? You just imagine now normal outside people they don't know um, what you know. You know very far better than them. They know some little bit here and there AI technology and how to use YouTube blogs and making something funny things as a Gen Z stuffs. But the real education starts from the heart, which is provided by Krishna, who is sitting in the heart as a Paramatma. Because you already cleaned your heart by doing Chetodarpanam Arjuna, so Krishna is sitting inside your heart now. So when Krishna is really, you make them to sit inside the heart, he started giving knowledge. He started giving knowledge. It is not single knowledge alone, it is a spiritual knowledge. More than spiritual knowledge, it is a transcendental knowledge. The knowledge of reality, the knowledge of the real Jiva, which is you and me. My own Jivanam. It is my own real education, the real education for oneself. It is given by Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Harinam. When you chant heartfully, this will happen. If you are not chanting heartfully, definitely you will not get that. Something when you are not getting the things as it is said means in the process you are making some mistake. That is what you are not getting the real result of what it mentioned actually when you do that process. So the real education of you to get this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, when you chant Hare Krishna Mantra, all the knowledge slowly imparts within you. But by the condition is provided you should follow the things very seriously and sincerely. Then you will get it. So the real education is comes from the heart. Krishna's intuition inside your heart. He gives that intelligence. Through intelligence, he gives that knowledge. That is what people who are studying material modern education, most of the people are introvert. But the people who are socializing outside, they are not much educated. You see in the normal level of people outside selling them flowers, selling the vegetables. They are very socializing. They're talking to everyone, trusting people, and how to maintain distance from these people. Everything they know. This is the real knowledge. How to live in this material world. They had very better clarity than us. Only what we know, we put headphone and we sit our own world. That is how we are brought up by this so-called modern education. But the real education which is provided by Hare Krishna Mantra, by Krishna, through Hare Krishna Mantra, through chanting of the holy name, is the real education of you, of this world, of the reality. That only you will get it by chanting Hare Krishna Mantra sincerely and seriously. I think this is the time. We'll keep this sloka. Still more four verses are there, 4 lines are there for this sloka. Then we move to sloka second tomorrow. Okay? Hare Krishna. Shri Shikshashtakam ki.
Jai,
Srila Prabhupada ki.
Jai,
Shri
Jai,
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki.
Jai.
Jai.
If you have any doubts, you can share any points you want to share, you can share. Nobody said anything about the skin rubbing. Why you are silent? So silent. I want some question, something. I want to trigger some
Yeah,
question
we
within you.
Prabhuji.
You are not triggered. Huh? Yes? Yes, Likit, what you said?
No, Prabhuji, like you told to react, no, Prabhuji, we reacted.
Yes. Dayanand, nobody is coming on videos. Please come on videos. I want to see each other and wind up. Kundan, Rakesh, my network is bad or what? Yes, any doubt is there? Anybody has any doubt? Okay. Okay, Hare Krishna, we'll meet tomorrow exactly 8:30. Don't delay. Okay? We'll sharp wind
Yes,
up at 9:30. Hare Krishna.
yes, sir.
Good night. With Krishna dreams.